Everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be focusing on files and directories on Python. So as you know, the files and directories are the backbone of any system. So I will try here to cover the most essential, let's see, operations. So let's dive. So every file journey begin with a path. So think of the path as address in your computers. So let's see here. So there are several packages you need to use. I will try to import OS, and the other one which is more really modern, which is I will say from pathlib import path with capital. So this package is already integrated or installed with the package with Python installation. So you don't need to cover to use, let's see, any package system, let's see, to install it. So already installed. So as you can see here, it's not here installed, but I will try to use them. So maybe one hint, I'm using Beauty. So okay, so I have here to select the kernel to import this. So in the beginning, let's see printing the current directory where we are. So let's see, we are here, and let's see, use os dot get current directory. So if I print this and see you are in a we need to include this parentheses, and now you can see this is my directory. I can't go to this, or maybe open a folder. No, but you can see this is my directory, the current directory of this file here, and this is called, let's see, absolute path. So absolute path is starting from the uh, colon double, I mean, points and slash the folder name, yeah, folder name and etc. And this is the absolute path. The absolute path is like, let's see, a bit size location, but it's really long. So, and if I see here, for instance, absolute, I will just path is like, let me just copy this. For instance, I will just copy the path, and we are done. So this is the absolute path. So sometimes you need to read files from a different directories. So for instance, this is my directory. This is my, let's see, project uh, directory. Not this one, is here. And you can see here, this is my current directory. This is the project, and I have here, for instance, Python for computer vision. This is my current directory. But sometimes I would like to read some files from different directories. Uh, just imagine this, you have a big data. Or for instance, for me, I'm trying to organize the data here as, for instance, this folder for data, and I will copy anything related to a data to this folder. So for now, I need absolute path. That's why we have here, we need to know what is the absolute path. And for the relative path, relative path, it's like anything inside your directory. For instance, I'm currently in my, let me just go back. Okay, for instance, I'm in this directory, right? And let's say I need to read something from data. So I can just add, let me just add a file here. Let me write it like this, test. So now for the relative path, I need to go to data. It's not in data indeed. It's in Python. Sorry for this. I just you go with this, then you can see data, then test.txt. So this is the difference between the relative and what's that? Sorry. Oh, so you can see this is the absolute path, and this is the relative path. Wait a minute. So because now in a Windows, sometimes you're struggling with these parentheses, and let's see how to let's see fix this headache. So let me just go here, and if I just copy this, or let's see make another one. So let's see when when path, and I see like this copy. Let's see the directory, this one here. We can just copy and paste it here. So do you think this would work? So I have no idea what I have been clicked, and now it's no idea. So this is a relative path. So this won't work in Windows. So what we have to do is like adding, uh, duplicating all of these slashes. This one solution, and the other solution is to use this, but with one slash, and you have to add here row strong, I mean a string. And the second one, the third option we have to use, let's see, we have two, and here's one, oh, one. And also the third one, when path 3. It's like adding your stuff like this, and but keep it like Linux format. So this format, I mean this three different formatting, for instance, for reading the dictionary, the directories. So either using a double slash, backslash, or adding r row string, I mean row string, and copy the path as it is, or convert it to a format of the Linux. So this is how to use it, the paths. So, but there is, let's see, a modern and elegant way to handle the paths in a Python. So with pathlib, so it's, I will say it's your friend from up now from, so path, let's see, and you can see here we have already included the path here, you can see. So you can just add path. Now you can see data, and add this one here, for instance. And what is the text? It was test dot text. So try to use pathlib. It's really helpful. So this is now. Let me just close this sound. I have no idea what's that. Okay, now let's see how to read and write files in Python. So before that, let me just show you how to create a directory. So you can use OS, the package, and make directories like this, and you have to add the name, data, and now the mode. Not the mode, I mean if it's exist, okay, then true. So What is this? If it's the file, the folder is already created, it won't give you an exception. Otherwise, it will give you exceptions. So let's see now. I have here in this section here, I have created a data. You can see I have created a data in this directory. So now let me just try to add some stuff to this file. So I will see with open, and let's see data, I mean the directory that we have created, and let's see test dot text, and we have to add here parameters, as you can see, a, and as reading, and also his writing with w, yeah, plus w. So you can see this is the parameters, I mean not the parameters, the mode. Let's see, and here I have as file, and what you can do here is just use this variable here. So file dot write, oh, I have written this for file, and let's see, we need to add some text, python file operations, that's wrong, and you can also add a new line, and you can, let's see, repeat this. For instance, once you master this, you will be Profi, like this. And now let's see, keep learning. Now you can see here, writing to file is in with the indentation. You can see I have added this with this file manager, context manager. We have to use this. So now the three lines will be added to this. So what is the benefit indeed of using with? It's like everything in this indentation will be update. I mean, will be writing into file. If, for instance, you add it here, it will give you. It's let's say it's not guaranteed that this file will be this line will be written. Just to make it in let's say a group. It's like a function. Right, this one. Now you can see here. After this, you can see print successfully. And let me just run this, and you can see it's created now. Let's just check the directory, and you can see it's now created here. File Python, keep doing it, keep learning, and etc. Let's now, we have created this, how to read how to write a file. Let's now see how to read the files. So let me just create a new one, a new cell. So reading file, it's like with the same command. Let's see, we will use this context and open, give the directory, which is data context, cool. And you see here, and of course we need to add the mode as as read, no, as file. Add this. Now I have to see content is equal file dot read, just like this. So now you can see here, print reading successfully. And let's to print the content itself. Print content. So let's see, run here, and you can see I have read the all let's say files, but we will see how if you have a big file, what is the good stuff to do. Let's see, read line by line. Okay, so as I said, if you have a big file, it won't be, let's see, easy for you to handle it or to read it in one chunk. So what you have to do is, let's see, write line by line. Let's see. So here, let's see, print line by line. And for this, you need to use this. Just copy to make the video is short. And here you can see I have used this file, use this to read the file. And now here I need to add for loop. For I can add for loop I line and enumerate. So this is to show you the line and also the line, the line, the index and also the content. So you can see here file and starting from 1. Now let's see here. I have to just you can also read this line and do the further processing if you want. But let me I just print. Uh, Let me just use this if line, let's see, I, and then the content of the file. So you can see line dot strip. And so, yeah, of course. So let's just comment this and do only reading by this one here. So you can see line 1, line 2, line 3, and line 4 because we have the space. I mean the new line. You can see here because we have new line. So this would read a line by line. This is, let's see, beneficial for you when you have a big file. So now let's move to the directories. So to create a sometimes you need to create a directories, right? And try to make it, let's see, more organized and just to return, let's say, data without any issues. And by the way, you need the directory's name has to be with no spaces. So to create this with uh, OS, so OS dot make directories. I have already shown you how to do it. And let's see, this will create several directories, not only one. So let's say, for instance, you would like to have data and train test and validation. This you can also, this will add it, the whole path. And yeah, let me create in a data. Let's see, tree. And with this I also exist. Okay, true. And like, oh, maybe data and the next one should be, for instance, process data and raw data. But let's see, test, and here we can add valid validation because we will see how to do the validation. So if I run this, it will create all these directories. You can see 1, 2, 3. Now sometimes you have to create a path while the path itself it's not created. For instance, let's see data is already created. If I see test, test folder, as you can see here, it's not in this directory, right? And now let's see, you need to create train and processed, or let's see, okay, then yeah, let's see this. We have three folders on the same time. It should be created. So you can see now, test, train, and okay in one click. So let me just remove it. So this is the. So now let's see how to get the folders in our directory in our let's see, yeah, specific directory. So let's see if I say for item, or let's see folder, item is better, nos dot list directory, and you can see what is the directory you need. I will see this one here, the current directory, and I will see if this will give you everything in the directory files or directories. So now we will see if it's directory os dot is os, yeah, os path dot is directory. Let's see, is a file. Let's see, is directory, is directory is not here. Let's see if it's file. Then so if it's file, now we have to add here to make it item. Let's see pass. Pass it means don't do anything. So else print item. So let's see. So in this directory we have data and test in this current directory, and also you can print the directory as we have seen here. Yeah, if you just copy this and see here what is the current directory, you are here. But in this notebook, it will just give you the current directory itself. So it will just give you this directory. Wait, please. This one here, because we are using the Jupyter notebook. And if you because see we have two files, I mean two folders. It just give us we have here. This is how to get the folders inside uh, inside the any directory. And let's just see, because here it's file, we have path. So let me just check was is directory, because it's not included indeed. Oh, is that path? Okay. So let me just remove this and this. Yeah, but when I see is, it's not showing. Okay. Okay. Now let's see to check if the file also exists. You can also use this. So let's say you are looking for a files. If file is file, now it's just getting is directory. If it's file, let's say print file, then item, and here we can see folder, item, and you can see now file, directories, I mean folder, and etc. This is to show you what is the directories in this. Sometimes we need to let's see, uh, get these files and read file by file, or maybe image by image, and etc. Oh, okay. So I have, because already exceed 25 minutes, it's too much. But as example, sometimes you have to add these folders. Let me just go to the directory, and sometimes you need to create several folders, and for this you have to create it with a code. So as you can see here, let's say for instance I need to create several folders in this directory. So usually I have done it for the creation with the Python code. So if you see here, I have created all of these folders with the Python, and you can see each file has a README. This is the section what we will learn in the next coming video, in the next end this course, let's see. And you can see here, for instance, I have section 1 and section 2, and the section 3 I will just copy it from here and do the stuff. So this is how to create a folders or directories with this. So here I have just copied the all the file, I mean code, and here is organized file by extension. The video is, I mean, this is function. And what is doing this one? So let's see, I have here some files. I have images. This is the image. I have text. I have Python code. I have context, let's say CSV file, and also settings and etc. So these files. Now I need to create a folder uh, for each type of this extension, and also copy or let's say create a file in this directory. So we can see here, let's start with this is the function. Let me just, I think I can collapse this. Perfect. Okay, so now I have created I mean a folder organized demo, and here I have these files. Now I will go to content file by file and try to create something in the file. So we can see, let's see, this is the sample of the content, and you can see I will create uh, this file. Now run the organizer. So the organizer, this function is, it will send the directory, and here you can see, so I have this directory here. Now for each and the files, I mean get all files in the directories and in the directory, and uh, check if it's file, if it's not file, if it just, so it will give you the files, and if the file it's not in the directory, return. If it's ODE, just get the extension from these files, and you can see I have here these files. Let's run this code and to make it really clear. So now you can see I have